Hey guys, welcome to the channel. We're talking about Tayo Aina and how he has embarrassed Nigeria and Nigerians and how South Africans rejected him and then one country finally said to accept him. Let's just dive into the gist. For those that don't know who Tayo Aina is, he is a content creator on the street of YouTube who has done YouTube for almost 7 years and has thrived. When I say thrived, this man has thrived. He has sparked money. I mean, where he has attained and the things he has achieved, well, let's just say it's a vision and a goal for so many content creators. Now, Tayo Aina recently migrated from Nigeria, from Africa, and he came to tell us a story as to why he did this. But now that is not what is making me sit down here today, because I mean anyone can decide to move. But there were certain things he said in the process, while he was doing his video and telling us why he moved. There were certain things he said, and there were certain things that also sparked conversations on social media, and that is why I am here. Tayo Aina recently bought a passport. Well, not recently, but he made it known recently to the public that he bought a passport for $150,000 of St. Kitts. Right now, as I'm speaking to you guys, getting that passport is over $250,000 or 300K if you want to get a St. Kitts passport. Anyway, so Tayo Aina said he was finding it hard to travel and do whatnot, and it was very important for him to get that passport, which he did. Now, getting that passport wasn't enough, right? He wasn't finding the joy in Nigeria. Like Nigeria, we know that Nigeria is a mouthful. We have our own flaws, our errors, and a lot more going on. Now, according to him, the lighting system, they listed a bunch of various things that I want us to go listen to, and I'll be back.
So sometime last year, I was looking for an alternative, a place where I could build the life I'd always dreamed of, and somewhere that would reduce the stress from my trips. So I started my search. Where would I want to move to? My first option was Cape Town, South Africa, one of my favorite African cities. Even though the location wasn't as favorable because it is literally at the bottom of Africa, it has some semblance of an environment that enables personal expression. I imagine myself being free to film outside, go for walks, and enjoy a life where I could express myself through all kinds of hobbies that an environment like Cape Town provided. So I took the plunge and started the process of moving to SA by sending in my application for a residency. Well, I got denied. This was very heartbreaking as I never saw myself living outside Africa. But I guess that was God's way of saying, I have better plans for you. This setback led me to continuously search for another option that would allow me to find the happiness and freedom I longed for. One of the reasons I avoided coming to Canada for this long, they always talked about it being very cold. Me and cold, you are not friends at all. The weather in London is usually very grey and depressing, and that's one of the reasons why I don't think I can live in London. Do you know that in my apartment, I have to pay for the laundry machine $3 to wash and $3 to dry? Nothing is free in America, nothing. While on this search, I landed on Portugal, a Western European country. Yes, Portugal is not a country a lot of Nigerians go to because of the language barrier. And for a long time, all I knew about Portugal was that it was the home country of Cristiano Ronaldo. But on my first visit there in 2022, I had a great experience and I penned it down as one of the countries that I would want to visit again. So I put in my application and I prayed. And after 10 months of back and forth with the very slow Portuguese immigration process, I was granted residency in the country.
So Tayo Aina listed all of these things as you heard there and says one of the reasons as to why he was tired of staying in Nigeria, and then the country he considered going to was South Africa. Well, South Africa was not having it. They didn't care if it was Tayo Aina, if it was a big creator in Nigeria, they didn't give a flipping 2 cents because It was denied. Now, I want to say something about this angle. I feel like, yes, South Africa, it's okay for them to tighten their reins, their borders or whatnot. But when people are trying to come into their country legitly, I feel like these are things that they should consider. I'm sure that some of the South Africans that watch me are going to be like, no. I'm trying to think of a name that they call Nigerians, and they'll be like, no, we don't want. Anyway, China is one of those people that would come into South Africa and bring value to that country. Now, South Africa refused to grant Aina, a residency, and Aina considered Portugal, and he resides somewhere in Lagos in Portugal. I mean, from Lagos to Lagos, if you ask me. Anyway, so China is in Portugal right now, and that is where, according to him, he's going to find peace, serenity that Nigeria is not giving him. Now, this sparks a conversation, making people say that China is downgrading his country, coming out on social media to say these things about his country. How do I feel about this? That is where I come in. The truth is, I'm unperturbed. Anybody that feels like they are not finding peace, joy, growth, or whatever in a particular country, and it's okay for them to move to another country that is welcoming. So long that country they are going to, they are not going there to constitute any form of nuisance, and they have the wadada, the finances, to fund their lifestyle over there. I mean, it's fine. When Davido came out and said that, that Nigeria was this and that, our economy was in shambles, people were literally eating Davido up. And right now they are saying that what, China is doing, talking about Nigeria in that light, is the same way. I mean, I think at this point, you guys should leave people to say the truth, okay? They are saying the truth of what is going on in our country, and let it be heard. I mean, Nigeria is not the worst, but we have so much that needs to be worked on, talked on, and not neglected. Being, much about it and trying to hide it under the carpet, I'm not going to get those things solved, right? As I maintained, I feel like, people should do what they want, whatever gives them peace. But I wanted to say that if China did not have the kind of money that he has, is he going to say that Nigeria is not giving him peace? Meaning that when you have your money, your opportunities broaden. And good thing that, we are not restricted to one part of the world where you cannot go to other parts of the world. Meaning that money would open your eyes to those things that you thought you never needed. Like, it's going to open your eyes and make you realize that, this country that where I did. So, I mean, it's crazy. Recently, I saw a creator from Kenya, African Tigers, that's her name. She said she was, relocating from Kenya. She was going to be selling off her properties and whatnot, renting out her houses, and that she was moving from Kenya, and Kenya was not home to her. I didn't see people coming to hate on her and kill her because she said all that. I mean, at the end of the day, these people are travel creators. They travel to show us or show their audience the world. So if it's something that is going to grant them peace, why not? Tyra, you go, guy. But make on the easy shot, one way or the other. Speak your truth, but still on still. Ajo dabile. No matter where you go, make forget area. Nigeria is always going to be home. Always going to be home, no matter where you are. So long you're Nigeria, you cannot neglect your heritage, your home. So long you're Kenyan, you're South Africa, or wherever you're from, you cannot neglect your heritage or your home. And that is my truth, and that is on period. Anyway, guys, what are your thoughts? Do you think Tayo Aina did wrong by coming out to say certain things about Nigeria? Or do you think he was speaking his truth? For me, I mean, it is what it is. Whatever works is both. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye for now.